Hey, this is for Mommy Cat's Reborn's nursery, and I want to show you what I mean by ease of access and what it kind of looks like. I know you said in your podcast episode that you don't really need it, because you're not legally blind. But there's other accessibility than just for vision impairment. I'm gonna go to it.
Search box, find a setting, edit, scan off, find a setting, control.
And you have and you have all and you have a bunch of ease of access accessibility settings. Like for example, we got vision at the very top,
Heading level 1, ease of access, scan.
and scan mode automatically disactivated. There's two modes for my screen reader: scan on, which basically means it navigates around the page just by one key, and scan off means I'm able to type when I'm in a typing field or something like that, like the message boards on Discord or Messenger or something like that. But if I go to where vision is,
Display selected, requires selection contains 12 items, navigation landmark, 0%, heading level 2, vision.
and this is the vision side. Now there's much more to it than just vision. Cassandra, if you're wondering, there's much more to it than just vision. Um, like there's much more. Even though you got the vision settings, like
Display, cursor and pointer, magnifier, 3 of 6 level 2.
and magnifier, um, and the screen reader is built into your computer. Is built into the computer, the laptop directly.
Color filters, 4 of 6 level 2.
That's if someone were like colorblind or had achromatopsia, which is they only see black and white. That's a legit eye condition, no joke. People with there are people out there that have what's called achromatopsia, where they see black and white, so they would use this feature.
High contrast, 5 of 6 level 2.
Now this is what I have on, as you can already tell by my window. High contrast, and that's on right now, and it allows me to see borders a little bit better, but not by much. But it at least has some light emanating off to it to see the shapes of them.
Narrator, 6 of 6 level 2.
And there's the screen reader. Right there, it's called Narrator. Um, and in fact, I'm using it right now. And I just want to show you, um, you know, um, there are other accessibility settings in here, like you got for the deaf in here.
Heading level 2, hearing.
This is for the legally deaf or totally deaf. Like if somebody were to be hearing impaired or deaf, they'll have settings like
Audio, 1 of 2 level 2. Closed captions, 2 of 2 level 2.
so that'll be good for somebody who is deaf. And then you have
Heading level 2, interaction.
interaction.
Speech, 1 of 4 level 2. Keyboard, 2 of 4 level 2. Mouse, 3 of 4 level 2. Eye control, 4 of 4 level 2.
That's eye control. Like that's for somebody who is paralyzed and is using their laptop and can't really use their hands. They'll be able to use their eyes to navigate their laptop.
Main landmark.
Um,
Caps interaction, main landmark.
but you have all sorts of accessibility options.
Interaction, eye control, mouse, keyboard, speech, 1 of 4 level 2.
Um,
Make text bigger, drag the slider until the sample text is easy to read, control.
this is for the visually impaired. The text size thing. Like for somebody who's mildly visually impaired, they're not 2200, but they have an acuity like they're 2040 or 2100, and they need a little bit of bigger text, they can do that.
Apply. But heading level 2. Make everything bigger.
And this is for those that are like the elderly, or those that are again not as bad as the visual acuity. They'll be able to make things as big as they need, basically.
E. G. G.
Um,
Control. Hearing. Display selected. Heading level 2. Vision. Display. Heading level 1. Ease of access.
I'm gonna go to
Display. Heading level 2. Vision. Display. 1 of 6. Cursor and pointer. Magnifier. Color filters. 4 of 6 level 2.
um,
High contrast. 5 of 6. Narrator. 6 of 6. Narrator. 6 of 6 level 2. Selected.
this is the screen reader that I'm using right now. As you can tell, it's on by the switch. Now there are hotkeys, which is,
Control. Windows.
and then the enter key. And then you have enter, but
Use narrator. Turn on narrator. Heading level. No previous text. Narrator is a screen reader that describes what's on your screen so you can use that information to navigate your device. It can be controlled by keyboard, touch, and mouse.
and so you have the option, like if somebody were to be 2200 and they can still somewhat use the mouse or cursor, they can, with their screen reader to read whatever's confusing to them and get an audio description. This is, and the totally blind uses as well. Like when I have my glasses off and I'm using this, I'm mostly using keyboard commands, but I have cursor mode off right now. Um, you know, I just prefer the hotkeys.
Heading level 1. Narrator. Main landmark. Interaction. Main landmark. Heading level 1. Narrator.
This is basically the screen reader. It's called Narrator, and Cassandra, this is what it does.
Narrator is a screen reader that describes what's on your screen so you can use that information to navigate your device. It can be controlled by keyboard, touch, and mouse.
So you can control your laptop essentially, with just a few little hotkeys, like the tab key.
Use narrator, turn on tab, link, open narrator home, link, view the complete guide to narrator online.
Or the up and down arrow keys.
Heading level 2, startup options, allow the shortcut key to start narrator checkbox checked. Press the Windows logo key plus Control plus Enter to turn narrator on or off.
And that's basically how to turn the screen reader on or off. And like, and when I do it, I get, when it goes off,
Windows. Exiting narrator.
it says that narrator is exiting. And when I turn it back on,
Settings window, startup options, allow the shortcut key to start narrator checkbox checked, scan.
it will make a few noises. It'll obviously say starting narrator, obviously, or initializing narrator, first to tell you that it's actually on, um, and because all people with all acuities, we use this, even people who have no acuity at all, who are totally blind, and they use this. Um, and you have all kinds of ways to control.
Press the window. Start narrator after sign in for me checkbox unchecked. Start narrator before sign in for everyone checkbox unchecked. Show narrator home when narrator starts checkbox unchecked.
That's for if you are still training with it. Um, I'm still kind of training with it, but don't need the guide too much now. I can just watch videos on YouTube that teach about the screen reader and what hotkeys do what, and if any new hotkeys um, that I don't know about.
Minimize narrator home to the system tray checkbox checked. When this box is unchecked, narrator home will minimize to the taskbar.
Um, that's that's for the training.
Heading Level 2, Personalize narrator's voice. Choose a voice, Microsoft David, English, United States, combo box, Microsoft David, link, add more voices, change voice speed, press the narrator key and plus, or narrator and minus, to change voice speed.
That's basically the speaking rate. Like if I were to do
Caps lock.
caps, which is narrator key, and hit the plus on my number pad.
Speed increase to 55%. Control.
It's it made it a little faster. Um, and it'll tell you the speaking rate as well.
Control.
So yeah, um, that's that's what ease of access looks and sounds like. Um, you have all different kinds of accessibility,
Speed increase to 60%.
and as you can see, it just made it bigger.
Caps lock. Speed increase to 65%. Speed increase to 70%.
And 70% is crazy.
Change voice pitch. Slider at 11. Change voice volume. Slider at 54. Press the narrator key plus control plus, or narrator plus control plus minus to change voice volume. Lower the volume of other apps when narrator is speaking checkbox check. Select where you hear narrator's voice. Default audio device. Heading level 2. Change the level of detail narrator provides about text and controls.
Um, this is for if I have to hurry. You know, like say I'm at somewhere and I have to be fast. On my laptop, I can do it like this with the faster speaking rate.
Change the level of detail narrator provides about text and controls. 3. Have narrator's voice emphasize formatted text checkbox unchecked. Here phonetics as you read by character checkbox unchecked. Have narrator use punctuation to determine pauses when reading checkbox check. Here advanced detail, like help text on buttons and other controls checkbox check.
But if I am confused about something, I can do caps lock and minus,
Caps lock.
which is also known as narrator key.
Speed decrease to 65%. Speed decrease to 60%. Speed decrease to 55%. Speed decrease to 50%.
And
Change the level of context narrator provides for buttons and other controls.
um, as you see, that's the sound of 50% speaking rate. Um, and then you have
Caps lock. Speed increase to 55%.
55.
Change the level of context narrator provides for buttons and other controls. 2. Immediate context. Adjust when narrator provides details about buttons and other controls.
It's a little faster now. And then you have
Speed increase to 60%.
60, which is a little faster. And I have
2. Immediate context. 3 of 6. Selected.
and I have immediate context text selected. Because I need complete audio description because everything is somewhat blurry even through my glasses. Um, but yeah, and then you have
Caps lock. Speed increase to 65%.
which is
Change the level of context narrator provides for buttons and other controls. 2. Immediate context. Combo box. Collapsed.
which is a little faster. And then you have the speaking rate I use for my main getting around until I find something important,
Caps lock. Speed increase to 70%.
70%, which is,
Change the level of context narrator provides for buttons and other controls.
as you can see, it read it a little faster. The white that you're seeing is the narrator cursor. I can't see it as well, but My brother described it to me, and that it's like a little white square. Um, that whatever narrator is reading, whatever that lands on, narrator will read out loud.
Change the level of context narrator provides for buttons and other controls. 2. Immediate context. Combo. 2. Immediate context. Just when narrator provides details about buttons and other controls. Just when narrator provides details about buttons and other controls. Before controls. Combo box. Collapse. Before controls. 2 of 2. Select. Here hints on how to interact with buttons and other controls. Checkbox check.
And there's lots of accessibility options here for the screen reader. Lots of description options.
Your narrator announce why an action can't be performed. Checkbox check. Here audio use when you perform actions. Checkbox check. Heading level 2. Change what you hear when typing.
Change what you hear when typing. And that's pretty interesting.
Settings.
I'm gonna
Caps home button. Settings. Settings. Close settings button.
I'm gonna end this video here, and I hope you guys enjoyed this video, and I hope you yourself, Cassandra, enjoyed this video, because this is basically what ease of access translates to and what it kind of looks and sounds like when the screen reader's on. But basically this is ease of access, and I hope you like it.